Israel is preparing for the transition to a Trump presidency as it continues fighting with Iran's proxies in Gaza and Lebanon. And a longtime mediator is abandoning its role in ceasefire talks between Israel and Hamas. Trey Yinks reports from Tel Aviv.
That's right. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says he spoke 3 times over the past week with President-elect Trump and that the two see eye to eye on the threat from Iran. Today does mark 400 days since the war in the Middle East began. And overnight, thousands of protesters gathered in the streets of Tel Aviv, demanding the release of the remaining hostages from Gaza. Sources say dozens are still alive out of the 101 people left in the Strip. The protests come as a regional diplomatic source told Fox News that Qatar, the main negotiator in ceasefire talks, is ending its role in the discussions. That source said Qatari officials are open to future conversations if both sides show a willingness to end the war.
I hope all this together, the 2.5 months that left for Biden administration and the fact that Qatar is pressuring Hamas will connect everything together, and finally a ceasefire and a deal will come.
As part of the new decision, Qatar will also be forcing Hamas to close its political office in Doha. Inside Gaza, Israeli forces continue to operate in the northern part of the Strip. According to the Hamas-run Palestinian Health Ministry, more than 43,000 people have been killed since the war began. That number does not distinguish between civilians and militants. A recent UN report says around 70% are women and children. The Israelis say nearly half of the people killed are members of Hamas or Islamic Jihad. With no diplomatic end in sight, the Americans are still encouraging the Israelis to ensure that humanitarian aid is distributed throughout Gaza.